Hi everyone, thank you for all the support. Today, before we proceed, I just want to appreciate you. I can see the subscribing growing, and I will be showing you today how to make beans porridge. One of the challenges of this is that it's time consuming, and these are the list of the ingredients we'll be using. They are very limited. It's make sure you have a lot of onions, beans, salt, crayfish, and pepper. So this is it, and I'm going to start with the pot. Before then, just make sure you boil your water ahead, and it's done now, and I'm going to pour it in the pot. So while I do that, I'm going to give the beans a quick rinse. And some of you might be wondering why I'm just rinsing once. I'm going to be rinsing once. It's because I'm parboiling it. Why do I parboil my beans? Because from the farm, sometimes they put a lot of protection insecticide to prevent them from insects. So I like to parboil it to get rid of the toxic chemicals which might have been used while they were farming them. So I parboiled first. So after a quick boiling together for like 5-7 minutes, I'm just adding more water. Cover it and let it just boil together for like 7 minutes. While it's boiling, I'm going to be cutting the plantain. Remember, we're making plantain porridge. So I'm going to dice them into tiny bits. Just to Another reason why I like having beans porridge is it prevents me from frying again if I want to eat the beans, which is another healthy options. So I just try to, especially when my beans is about going too soft. So I just put it in my beans. I just make use of it and dice it out with tiny bits. So by the time you have the plantain, ripe plantain in the beans, it had a natural sweetness to it. So you don't need to add sugar. I'm not one of the people that put sugar in my beans anyway. So you can see, and that's for like about 7 minutes, no more than that. And I'm going to rinse it off. Yeah. Then I'm going to give it a proper rinse now. While I'm rinsing, I'm boiling more water in the kettle. I have a couple of people that ask me how I make my beans, because making beans, some of the time when I want to make it, I make it in big portion because it's quite time consuming. Like I said from the beginning, it's actually time consuming if you actually want it to be very, very soft. Pour it back in the pot. Then back to the burner. Then add water. The beans that I'm using is called honey beans. So they're different type of beans. So in case you want to buy it, that's a whole lot of onions. So one of the secrets of making your beans very delicious is you have to use a lot of onions. So I used about 6 medium size of onions for 2 ml size of beans. 2 ml. The cup measurement I use comes in ml. So it is about 2000 ml. So I just have to chop it up. If you have other things to do, one of the ways you can make your beans is, and not to feel the time and draining, is when you have other things to do in the house, like doing your woofing and all that, you can go ahead and do it while you just come back to check if it still need a lot of water, or if it stays soft, or if it's had enough. Because you can't wait all through and be hanging around at the kitchen. So while you're making beans, you can probably be doing some cleaning in the house, ironing, or something else to while away time. I'm checking if it's soft. So when after you pour the beans, you parboil if you choose to parboil like I do, and you pour the beans with the onions. The only thing you just have to keep doing is to check if there's enough water. So from that point, it can take you about 35 minutes to boil to soft, as into soft, if you want it very soft. And while you're stirring at this time, don't stir till the very deep end of the pot. Just stir at the surface so that it won't start burning so fast. You know, the more they start getting softer and mashing up, it might, while you stay to the very bottom, it may start burning, and you don't want to start burning at this time. It's too early to start burning. So just stay at the top. Don't go all the way down. You can see I keep checking for more water. Now I'm adding my plantain because it's soft enough. At least at this point when I'm adding my plantain, it's about 80% soft to my satisfaction. Then I add my pepper, chili dry pepper. Then I'm going to add the crayfish and add salt to taste. Salt to taste. Add the crayfish. Then I'm just going to rinse the bits. Palm oil, you have to shake it together so that you have even, they're even. I don't like too much of oil in my food, if you have observed. I believe it's not the amount of oil you put in beans that makes it delicious. It's actually the onions. You have to put a lot of onions. So like I said, I'm using, this is about 2000 ml of beans, which is about 6.5 liter in liquid by the time I dished it. So I use about 6 medium size of onions. So after all, we don't need too much of oil in our body. So after pouring the all ingredient like pepper, crayfish, the plantain and the oil, I let it cook for like 7 minutes. Then I'm tasting it. So it's a bit watery at the moment. So I'm stirring and I'm going to now cover it, lower the heat to kind of medium level heat. So I won't be burning so fast. So I'm going to cover it again, reduce the heat, and let it all simmer, and so that it gets thicker. Yeah, you can see it's getting thicker and it's very soft. At this point, I'm stirring to the very bottom of the pot. Cover it again. I still want it a bit thicker. So now it has come to an end and it's thick enough. Don't forget, by the time you dish it and egg goes into it, it still becomes thicker as well. So for now, it's fine and it's dishing time. Thanks for watching. And please share with friends and family. And thank you to all my subscribers. I can see the numbers are going up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all. Keep sharing, keep liking, and turn on the notification button. So whenever I upload, you can be notified. You can see, easy peasy. So the cooking time is about 50 to an hour to make this delicious meal, plantain beans porridge. Next dish, and go and munch this. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. I can see we're growing. The subscription is growing. It's really glad in my heart. Just tidying up the plate to look neat and well presentable. Thank you, everyone. Take care. See you again soon.